public meeting. I'm going to read the rules first. The public is allowed to speak on issues or items not scheduled for discussion on the agenda. Comments should be limited to issues and items germane to the business of the governing body. The commission will not discuss or debate these items, nor will the commission make decisions on items presented during this time. Members of the public will be limited to 3 minutes for comments. Public comment, please.
John Ems, Lawrence 66049. Regarding the LDCHA Board of Commissioners meeting and the notes that are attached, the 2.5% COLA adjustment for employees as reported, the percentage had previously been approved by the board in the budget and subsequently approved and seconded in the last meeting. This meeting, however, happened before the recent Supreme Court CASA ruling removed nationwide injunctions, allowing the administration to continue with cuts and freezes in federal spending. Indeed, this has already begun with the president's proposed 2026 budget, which contains provisions to cancel many HUD programs. As you know, HUD is the source of nearly 100% of our housing authority funding. Given these funding cancellations, it does not seem appropriate to award LDCHA employees a COLA. The Board of Commissioner meeting notes attached to today's agenda imply that despite having been approved, the issue of adopting an employee merit increase and increasing agency fixed costs needs discussion in light of the cutbacks, and I agree. It's time to buckle down and conserve funding for core programs. Remember Resolution 7599, the funding cutback nightmare has arrived. Thank you.
Thank you, John. An open podium. Public comment, Chris. Yeah. Perfect timing.
It is perfect timing. Okay, I want to talk about, first of all, the police saturation. I'm going to change my tune and I'm going to support it. But I say we start doing it fairly. We've recently had police saturation. I saw lots of cops out. My problem is we only do them at night, and poor people are more likely. I mean, people who work at night, I think it's more likely to be poor than during the day. By always doing it at night, we are targeting certain demographics of the city. Whereas if we did it different times, I say let's do one that targets 9-to-5ers and parents dropping their kids off at school. So let's do one in the morning, or one around like 4 o'clock. Like, let's do one 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. How about that? And sorry, I think the reason we don't do it is because people who usually don't get pulled over will get pulled over, and then they're going to start complaining. And if they start complaining, there might not be enough support to do these saturations at all. Because the way it's working now, there's only certain people that are usually ending up part of it, and it's the ones that are driving at night. So I say, let's make this fair. Let's start police saturating during the day, and also let's start with the first day of school, because we've done these when it's near the end of the semester. The students are out partying. What about parents when they stay-at-home parents when they have a reason to celebrate first day of dropping the kids back off at school, and they're going to have days free now? So throw that out there. Also, I just want to bring up again that we are no longer broadcasting on YouTube, I guess, anymore. So I'm not being watched right now on YouTube. And the reason for this is the city staff. I believe when this decision was made, it was after the state required you to do things different. And you guys had a choice where you could have just gone back to the old way. But the city, I believe they proposed. They didn't offer, say, hey, this is what you can do and give you the options. I mean, didn't they put it on consent just to do it the way we're doing it now? So I'm just saying, it's if there were other options and they gave you the one they want as the go-to, and all you do is just vote yes or no, I think this is the city's doing. So thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Hello, David Baston here. I just wanted to thank Kurt Henning he's our video production specialist, for all the great work that he's done and that he does at all these meetings, YouTube, Channel 25, and Zoom, keeping the meetings viewable for all. I just want to thank him for that. And today's shift to only YouTube worries me. It cuts access for folks who use YouTube or Channel 25. And I'm just asking you to bring those back. I'm also here to ask you to repeal Ordinance 10121, like I've asked for in the past. It caps homes at 4 and 5 adults in some areas. It hurts people like my friend Jose, who lets some homeless folks stay with him. They help him pay the bills. And this rule stops him from housing more than 4 adults at his house. This puts families at risk. We should be helping Jose and not blocking him from helping others. The ordinance also hurts students and renters. Vice Mayor Brad, which is a lawyer, told me that it's to stop students overcrowding homes. With elections coming up, we had to do something to shift the focus. But he said there's no proof that it fixes anything. Amber said it's a bad policy that raises rent for poor folks. She went on to say some other things too that were legitimate. Mike, you basically called it a compromise, balancing based on complaints, not facts, that you might review it again in 2026. It's too late. Think of Joy, the student that I wrote you about, that took her life. This rule helped cause that tragedy and others like it. We just don't hear about them. This ordinance breaks the Fair Housing Act. It targets students and poor folks. It risks lawsuits against the city and Brad personally as a lawyer, knowing who knows better. That also threatens funding and grants. I wrote about this on June the 2nd. Please repeal this ordinance 10121 now. It has no proof, hurts Jose, Joy, and many others. It goes against Lawrence's values. Please read 1 Corinthians 13. It's about love. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
This is a Facebook post by Dane Dillingham that I wanted to elevate if I could. Oftentimes when I think about growing up in Lawrence, I think about how much has changed. I think about the places I knew that aren't there anymore. I think about how kids who grow up there today or new people who move there won't get to know the Lawrence that I did. They can go shop at Urban Outfitters downtown, but they won't know or care about when it was the Varsity Movie Theater. They can walk up those steps and find a million new graphic tees and trendy jeans, but they won't know about sitting in the balcony with popcorn and waiting for the curtains to open. People will go eat at the Round Corner Grill, but it's not the cheese shop, and it's not Round Corner Drugstore, and there's not the feminist bookshop on top that my mom used to go to in the 80s. And I'm sure you can have a great meal and sit with great people, but for those of us who were there when it was what it was, we feel ourselves yearning to want others to know what that sense of community those places provided really felt like. All the new stadiums in town are so wonderful in so many ways, but they don't know what it was like for us all to be together at Haskell on a Friday night with the band going and every little kid and mom and dad under one banner. And we could all across town do this, from the Boys and Girls Club to the Moon. Hell, we could go all the way out to the Caw Valley soccer fields before it was a sports complex and suburbs and tell you how it felt to drive on gravel roads and play a soccer game in one of the those red reversible jerseys that was too damn big, standing in that sun that was too damn hot, with not a bathroom or concession stand or spot of shade in sight. We could tell someone about all these things and we'd be saying, you don't get it, man, it was just different. I wish you could have been there, and there's a glimmer in our eye and reverence in our voice. But the thing is, Lawrence isn't just about the places, it's about the people too. The people who made those places come alive. The people who gave those places character. The people who built memories on those streets and in those buildings and gyms and open fields, on those porches and in the backyards and churches and creeks and courts. It's the people, and it feels like we've been losing a lot of them lately, including one of Lawrence's most loved sons in Jaron Thompson this past weekend. And you see, just like those places, we want others to know about the people and the personalities who made us who we are. We want others to be able to experience them. And for someone like Jaron and all these others we're trying to say goodbye to for the rest of our lives, we'll be saying, you don't get it, man. To hear his laugh, to see her smile, to feel their embrace, welcome you in our bar or at a friend's house I wish you knew. We want so very badly for all the world to know the warmth of the suns that kept us from the cold. And when they leave, when it feels like they're gone forever, it's like a memory that you just want to reach out and pull so close to you. The grief then becomes a veil between the world and you, and everything you see is filtered through it. Every song is a song you heard them sing. Every corner is a spot you stood planning your next adventure together and where the day and life would take you. Every car is one you sat together in the backseat of, laughing at a joke you can't remember, but that doesn't matter because it's the happiness you're holding on to. The truth is, places change and people do too. You forget if the store you loved was on this block or the next. And was that night we got caught sneaking out in 7th or 8th grade, but the older you get, the more you realize it's not the details that matter, it's what those moments and those people meant to you. And you don't have to say goodbye because they live on through all of our stories, and so long as we have a breath in our lungs and a dream in our sleeping eye, we have them. We have Jaron, we have Tyrone, we have Ryan and Sean and Terrence and Spank and Nene and Isaiah and Preston and Christina and Colin, and the list feels too long. For all these people, when you see their family, when you see Jaron's kids, when you're amongst each other, and those that love them tell their stories, talk about every good thing they did, every time they made you laugh or even made you mad, talk about the places you went, talk about the places you were going to go, talk about the love they inspired and the love you shared. And when you talk about them, I hope there's a glimmer in your eye. I hope there's a reverence in your voice. I would give anything for the world to know how special these people were, and there's a lot of sorrow and sadness with understanding others out there that won't get to experience that light.
Patrick, that was very good.
Are you done?
Thank you.
Very well.
Look,
I didn't. It's changed. Anybody else? Anybody online, Sherry?
There is not.
Okay. That's it for our general public comments. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Move to adjourn.
second.
A motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. Good night, everybody.
And everyone.
That was Larson and Finkeldye.